not September 11th, but September 12th, October 12th, November 12th. Nobody's going to go down there. I pushed against it. I know that the mayor of New York, Mr. Bloomberg, Mr. Giuliani, and others pushed against it. What was the catalyst for this incredible rebuild of downtown New York?
Well, like you said, for the first 5 or 6 weeks after 9/11,
yeah.
the market, there was no market. It was essentially, it had stopped. Surprisingly, about 5 weeks later, I came across a 4-way bidding war on a 1-bedroom apartment in Midtown, and all of a sudden the lights went back on, and I think it was there was a pent-up demand of no action for more than a month. On top of it, the Fed pressing rates to the floor, and so we saw a bottom-up return of the market.
The boom of the lower tip of Manhattan, inside of Wall Street, has been a boom, and now the commercial properties there and the stores. Are there schools? Is it a place where families can go, or do they still have to migrate uptown or out to where you live in the hinterlands?
There are schools. There's been a big push since the tragedy to reinvent downtown as more of a 24-hour neighborhood as opposed to a 9-to-5 type neighborhood, and there's been a lot of success in that regard. What's really interesting is that over the last 16 years, Lower Manhattan property prices have risen at twice the rate as the remainder of the island, about 350%. On the median price, a big jump, versus about 175% for Manhattan as a whole. And I think part of this, and the story about this, is that it essentially enabled or accelerated an inevitable gentrification that was already started.